Leinenkugel's Harvest Patch Shandy, 4.2% alcohol. Let's give it a shot. Ladies and gentlemen, keeping it rolling with the Oktoberfest and pumpkin beers as we get closer and closer to Halloween and Thanksgiving. This is what we do. Leinenkugels is, as I've stated in previous Leinenkugels beer reviews, I wouldn't consider them a craft beer. I consider them kind of like a bandwagon beer company. They kind of jump ship to ship and they do different things. They don't really have like a staple like Blue Moon does. I consider Blue Moon more of a beer company because they have their Blue Moon wheat that they just kind of, that's a Blue Moon. That's their Blue Moon. And then they branch out. Leinenkugels doesn't have just whatever their Leinenkugels beer is that's actually known and kind of served on tap everywhere. And you can argue me on that if you want. I really feel like they're a very novelty-based beer company. That being said, my other part of the argument is this is a shandy. This is not your traditional Oktoberfest or pumpkin-style beer or ale or lager or Marzen or Hefeweizen, whatever you want, a stout, because Leinenkugels does make stout beer, or porter. This is a shandy. Not many other beer you won't find Sam Adams making a shandy. You won't find Blue Moon making a shandy. That's why it's hard to consider Leinenkugels a craft beer. They're just kind of novelty and all over the place. That being said, I know that sounds negative. This is a great shandy. This is an absolutely amazing. If you've ever had a shandy before, I consider shandies the soda of beers. They're very kind of, it's not an aggressive carbonation, but it gives you that fizzy kind of carbonation, that sweet carbonation effect that a soda would give you. Not only that, these are really sweet beers, and they're very candy-like beers. They do taste like you're drinking a soda-style beer. This is a great pumpkin flavor. It's a sweet pumpkin flavor, but I feel like it's a syrupy pumpkin flavor. Imagine if you went to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts and you got the pumpkin flavoring and you put that into a beer, and I don't even know if that's enough. It just kind of, it's a soda. It's the soda of beers. But that's not a negative thing. My other top favorite, as I've recently stated in the past, that Blockhouse Brewing Company makes a pumpkin ale. It's a pumpkin beer. It's fantastic. That's my top two. The other beer is a shandy, and that's not an insult to beers. It's just the flavoring. I'm a consumer. I'm a customer. I'm trying to drink a beer. I want to be able to like what I'm tasting. This has the same effect. It's a great taste. It's a shandy. That's not an insult to other beers. That's not saying that the shandies have an edge on beers. It's just a different style. There's still alcohol in this beer. It's 4.2. It's very low. It's very drinkable. It's very light. You're not going to get overwhelmed or bloated by drinking these beers. It's sweet, though. That's my only issue with the shandies. They're sweet. If there's a lot of sugar in these beers, and after a while, it can potentially give you a headache. It could really kind of weigh on you after a while. But they're very drinkable beers. This one specifically, this is a nice pumpkin, sweet flavored beer. And it's kind of like this, it's like a sweet pumpkin soda beer. I don't really know how else to explain it than that. And I know I'm probably repeating myself. However, it's enjoyable. My drinkability, you could drink a 6-pack of these. It's very user-friendly. It's very approachable. If you're not a big beer drinker, this is probably up your alley, especially if you like your pumpkin flavors. If you don't like your pumpkin flavors, please steer clear. This is a sweet pumpkin beer. You're probably not going to like it if you don't like your sweet pumpkin. Clearly meant for the October, fall, autumn month drinking. On a scale of 1 to 10, though, this is an 8. I really like this beer. Very user-friendly. I know it sounded like I was criticizing Leinenkugels earlier in this review. I wasn't trying to. They bounce around is what I'm trying to say. They really bounce around. They don't really have like a staple like the original Leinenkugels is what I'm trying to say. They kind of jump around, and I feel like they mimic a lot. However, this is a shandy. This is really nice. I appreciate this style beer from them, and it tastes good. That's all you can ask for, and that's why you drink. However, I really do recommend this beer. This is a nice beer. If you don't like shandies, please stay away from it. However, if you are new to shandies, or you had never tried a shandy before, or if you never tried your pumpkin beers before, this would be a nice starter beer too. It's very sweet, but it's very pleasant at the same time. So again, this Leinenkugel's Harvest Patch Shandy, 4.2% alcohol. Good job, guys.